Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. What is going on? Um, I'm gonna get started here, making sure we're live, we're connected, because you know how that goes. Make sure we're live and connected. Let's see. Let me make sure we're good. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening. All right, here we go. All right, what's up? Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry. Y'all know I have to deal with my technicals before I get going on here. Um, Making sure everything is good and connected. Some changes to Restream, so got it going. Hoping it's going well. Okay, I see it. I think we're good. I think we're good. So, good evening. What's up? Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Get Together, Chat It Up time. Hope you guys had a good week. It's Thursday. We have one more day, one more day, and it's Friday. Um, y'all, I have been going through, um, how can I say this? Changes with my schedule. Changes with my schedule. I know some of y'all are like, yeah, whatever. We do this all the time. But summertime is here, which means I am required to be at Donna's Love and Care every day. And although I love my babies, I truly, truly do. Being there every day, I got to get used to it again. But I definitely enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. There is a typo. Y'all didn't tell me there was a typo. There's a typo in our topic. I wonder if I could fix that. How can I fix that? We're not gonna worry about it. We just gonna keep it going. We just gonna keep it going. Um, Guys, listen. This topic tonight, we're gonna have a good time with it. We're gonna have a good time with this topic. We have a good time with all our topics, but we're gonna have a good time with this. I see y'all chopping a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to catch up on Facebook. It seems like it's searching. Seems like it's searching. But I think we are good. Here we go. I think we're good. Hey, Jerome. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining in. All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Renewed channel. We're renewed on Facebook. Real Life Relationship Growth Renewed channel on Facebook. We're still the Real Life Relationship Growth channel um on YouTube. Still the same. Still the same. Had to make some adjustments, but we are here, guys. We are here. So let's get popping. Let's get cracking with this thing. Hey, what's up? I am Donna. I am the founder, creator, organizer. Um, get it all together, mess it up, try to fix it. That's me. I am the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth. I am here on Thursdays, every Thursday. We try to come on every Thursday. If I don't have anything going on, if I don't have anything going on with family or work, I'm here every Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to be here with y'all. To be here with y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. When I don't get on live, when I miss the lives, I miss y'all. I miss doing this. I miss having these topics and conversations. But let me tell y'all a little snippet of the history of what this is. This is a page, a family, a group for growing, healthy, productive adults. This is the caveat to that. We don't always start out that way, and we're not always dealing and moving on a daily basis that way. But the purpose of this page, the purpose of this channel, this family, is to encourage one another, to give each other laughs, to give each other love, to give each other a little nudge, sometimes a little chastisement, but it's all in love. It's all in love. It is all in love. So, this is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. All right? This is the criteria. You have to be single, dating, courting, engaged, married, divorced, or a widower. That is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. I would think every adult on this earth present falls into one of those categories. One of those words and terms described you, described your life, described where you are. So if that's you, um, then you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Hey, Daryl, Mr. Roy, what's going on? You're in the right place. All right. So again, what we do here, we love on each other. We encourage one another. We build and we focus on those healthy growing relationships. So let me say this because I have to let y'all know. I have to let y'all know. I am not a relationship expert, not by a long shot. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. I have had some ups, more ups, praise God, than downs. But those downs have helped create and form who I am. So, what's important about those downs? I don't believe in sticking and staying there. I believe in working and moving away from those things. You take what's productive for your life and you throw the rest away. It maybe have been an experience, and we've all had experiences, but listen, we don't want to sit and sulk in those experiences. We don't want to sit and sulk in those places that keep us down. And nobody is making light of your situation in life. No one is making light of it. But what we do want to do, we don't want to sit and sulk in it. We want to get help, we want to get healing, and we want to move on into a better us so we can be better for others. All right, y'all. So the topic tonight, y'all, let's get with the topic. The topic tonight is the physical appeal. The physical appeal. Now I'm going to start this out by showing, I want to say we got four videos, four little snippets of videos. Now, mind you, there's this trend that goes on TikTok. And three of the videos kind of goes toward this trend, right? But there's a purpose and a point to where I'm going with this and where I'm going. When I saw these videos and I thought about what our topic would be tonight, what were we going to sit and chop it up about? This came to mind. And each video that I saw, I was like, But y'all know me. Y'all know me. It's not going to necessarily go one set direction, but let's veer off and let's talk about how this thing can come together in different ways. Let's do that. Let's talk about how it can come together in different ways. All right? All right. So let me play the first video. All right, here we go. I think it's in the right.
I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no, no. And I know this, I'm ashamed.
All right, that was the first one. Yo, this trend, I think is cute. I think it's a cute trend. Um, it's a good way for people to either get in trouble or for them to send a message. And I'm always on the side of sending a message as opposed to the trouble part. So let me show another one. Let me show another one.
I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no, no. And I know this, I'm ashamed.
Let me change the orientation on that one so y'all can see it better because there was a message written on that one. Okay, it says not available to switch it up. All right. Here's the next one.
I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no, no.
All right, one more. I don't think this one has the song in it. It may. Let's go one more. Sorry, that's not the one. Let's do this one.
I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no, no. And I know this, I'm ashamed.
So I'm going to say the other one. If you guys didn't get it, if you've never seen these videos, the trend goes, you hear what they saying. I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, right? So people are recording other people that they see out in public or whatever that they're attracted to. Um, and usually the caption says, TikTok family, help me find this person. Help me find this person. The last video I'm going to show y'all closer toward the end is going to kind of wrap up what it is that I'm saying in this live, what we talking about, right? So these videos show people, hey sis, these videos um, show people again that are seeing people out in public or whatever. Now I've seen these videos done with people that already know the person and they're just using the music, they're just using the words, which is cool as well. Um, but the gist of the trend was for people to put out there people that they were attracted to put out there people that they noticed that they had an attraction to. Now, Pops, what's up? So, I want to say this because our direction is healthy, growing relationships. This live tonight is geared more toward the single people. To be honest, it's for the single people. And I'm going to say for the single people because so many times, the majority of the time, our lives, our discussions, our get togethers, we're talking to married couples. Hey, sis, we're talking to married couples and we're talking about committed relationships and people who are already in relationships and trying to build that. But the criteria, like I said, for this page, this family, it starts out with single. So we don't ever want to forget the single people. We don't want to forget that there are single people that's a part of this family, and it is not a taboo to be single. You know how you get that, like people go to church or whatever. When you gonna get married? Or the grandparents, like when you gonna get married? Or aunts and uncles. And sometimes people feel like being single is a taboo. It is not a taboo. Being single is the best time of your life to get these skills, hone in on these skills. So by the time you get to the relationship part, now you can kind of practice and the things that you practice, now you can put into play. Now, there are a lot of things that we experience alone that we really don't know how we're going to handle and deal and when we're together with someone. So some of these things are developing healthy minds and dealing with your emotions in a healthy manner. So when you do come into a relationship, if that's what you want, because there are some people that are part of this family that aren't even thinking about they don't want to be in a relationship. They've either been in one or two or three or whatever and decided, you know what, that's not for me. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. Or they've never been in one and the things that they've seen, the things that they've heard, the things that they've witnessed kind of gave them a bad taste in their mouth and they was like, I want to stay single. So it's cool to stay single if that's what you desire and that's what you want. All right? We're not going to go to that direction pushing that you got to be in a relationship. So, but this page also does, we also get into relationships with family, with our children, with our parents, with our siblings. We get into those things too. And let me real quick a point, y'all. Continue please to send me y'all topics. Because my page got hacked, I lost a lot of inbox messages. I lost a lot of messages that people sent me with topics and different videos that I could use and post. I lost that stuff. So I'm trying to kind of go from memory, but I'm also just going from some things that I know life just brings. And you can post to the page. Definitely post to the page. If you're not following the Real Life Relationship Growth Renewed page on Facebook, please go do so. If you're not following our YouTube, if you're not on our YouTube channel, you're not a part of our YouTube channel, please go and do that as well. Okay? Real life relationship growth on YouTube. All right. So let's get into this thing. The physical appeal. The physical appeal. Now, the majority of time, like more often than not, our attraction to someone is physical. When we see them, hence the videos, right? When we see someone and they have features and they move a certain way or whatever, like that attracts us, there's this natural thing that kind of goes on between two people, and it's like, hmm. I was doing a little bit of research today, um, and I really wanted to kind of get into. I want to say it's, and I didn't get this part. I'm sorry, but I do have some other things that caught my attention that I wanted to us to discuss and talk about. But I was told one time that there's a certain aura, there's a certain endorphin, a certain smell that different people have that attract each other. I'm still going to look more into that. If you know anything about that, shoot that information to me, please. Um, Shoot that information to me because I want to try to understand that a little bit better as well. But 9 times out of 10, the majority of the time, that attraction is physical. You see someone and you like, oh, she fine. Or you see a man and you be like, brother looks good. Brother looks good. So the science of sexy, the science of sexy. I did look this up. I looked this up. And this is what came up, y'all. This is what came up. The science of sexy. Let me make sure I'm keeping my chats up because I don't want to miss anybody's comments. I appreciate y'all commenting and chatting. And remember, even if you don't get a chance to, if you see this live later or on YouTube or whatever, you can still comment. You can still comment and give your input on what's being said and you know your thoughts and your ideas. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go with this: the science of sexy. The science of sexy. Now, granted that different people from different places, different countries, and different regions of the world, certain things are attractive to them that aren't attractive to maybe us in the US. Like there's just differences. So this isn't across the board for every person. All right. This is just kind of like the core of attractiveness. Core of attractiveness. Because it's not necessarily specific things. But let's get into this. So, what makes a man attractive? And ladies, y'all, again, whether it's now or later, y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. What makes a man attractive? The science of sexy says facial features make a man attractive. A more asymmetrical face makes men attractive. A more asymmetrical face makes men attractive. Honestly, I've never even thought about that. I've never even thought about the shape of a man's face that makes him more attractive or whatever. Um, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I love hair on a man's face. I do. I love hair on a man's face. So I mean, some women do, some women don't. Science of sexy. The science of sexy. For men, body characteristics in men. Body characteristics. I think y'all know the first one off the bat. The first one off the bat, the science of sexy says a man is sexy based on his height. Based on his height. I knew that was going to be one. Automatically knew that was going to be one. Um, a man's height. Taller men tend to be more attractive to women. Taller men tend to be more attractive to women. So height. Muscular build. A muscular build, a solid man, a muscular man. Listen, I'm bigging up on that one. A solid brother? Whoo. Just my opinion. My opinion. My opinion. Um, Another one, and this one made me laugh, y'all. This one made me laugh because I literally look for this. A brother, a man with big hands. Whoo! A man with big hands. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I think as women and how this list goes. I'm gonna tell y'all why when I finish it up, why I feel like this is why these things, these attributes and these things are important on this list. Um, Physical appearance, grooming, grooming yourself. If you got a beard, keeping that thing nice and tight and glistening and soft, and if you got a bald head, keeping that thing shaved and just hmm. If you rock a high and tight, if you got locks, if whatever your hairstyle is, brothers, if you keep that thing nice and groomed, there's an attraction piece to that. It's a sexiness to a man that's well groomed and keeps his hair nice, whether it's on his face or his head or none like thereof. Smell, brothers. A woman will smell you before she sees you. A woman will smell you before she sees you. And I'm not saying, you go to work or whatever. I'm not saying you have to, I don't think, this is saying you have to wear cologne 24/7. Me personally, I'm good with the cologne 24/7. I'm good with the cologne 24/7, me personally. But sometimes, men will put it on special occasions. They'll put it on when they're dressing up. They'll put it on when they're going out, or whatever. But that grooming routine, you will catch a woman's attention. Your clothes. Nothing wrong with a working brother. A working brother is required. Nothing wrong with a working brother. But when you're not in uniform, when you're not working and you're not on your grind, because even uniforms can be sexy. That can be attractive too. But it's these are the things, the science of sexy. These are the things that women are saying that's attractive to them. That's attractive to them. All right. Personality part. Here we go. A confident man. Confidence. A brother that has confidence, that walks, his walk says confidence. When he speaks, he shows confidence. It just so I said this is for the single people, majority, and it is, but people who are in relationships, you booed up, you coupled up, take your notes. Take your notes because the science of sexy does not end and stop when you get fully connected. That's when really, honestly, you should up your game. You should up your game. When you get that person and you get connected and you in that relationship and y'all decide to be committed. So married people, don't shy away from this conversation. Committed relationships, don't shy away from this conversation because these attributes, these features, these I dare say requirements also stand for people who are in relationships as well. That confidence, humor. Let me tell y'all, fellas, if you can make a woman laugh, you have killed half the battle. If you can make her laugh, genuinely laugh, and she finds you funny, you in there. The science of sexy. A kind man. A kind man is sexy. A kind man is sexy. An intelligent man. An intelligent man. A man that knows what he's talking about. He knows where he's going. Even if you don't know what you're talking about. Act like you know what you're talking about. Practice, practice, practice. Fake it until you make it. Banging until you make it, fellas. Attributes, the science of sexy. The science is sexy. Ambition. Ambition. Brothers. Brothers. Show ambition. Again, if you don't know, find out. Show ambition. Show that you have goals and plans and you're working toward those things. Not for her, not to be going and spending your money on her, for yourself. If that's shown and that's seen and she can see that you have drive and ambition, I'm trying to drive to that, drive and ambition, the science of sexy. The science of sexy. Again, married people, committed relationship people, don't sleep on these things. Don't sleep on these things, brothers, because sometimes we get in relationships and we get connected and there's a commitment and we used to each other and we're used to just every day seeing each other or sometimes seeing each other and we get off work and we feel like he know I'm tired, she know I'm tired. Do not, do not take for granted that you can just let yourself go when you get into a relationship. I'm not just talking to the ladies. I'm not just talking to the ladies, because brothers, y'all can let go too. Y'all can let go too. Don't think we're not looking. Men are primarily physical. Men are primarily physical. They see it, they want it, they want to touch it, they what? Men are physical. Women tend to be more emotional. But that does not mean when we look at you that we don't want to see that fineness, that attractiveness, that whatever it was that caught our attention and caught our eye. We want to see that too. We want y'all to remain with y'all sexy. Remain that. Keep yourself nice, brothers. Get your hair cut. Trim your beard. Glisten that thing up. Because another thing, when you're kissing a brother with a beard, brother, you don't want to be scratching her. You don't be scratching her up. She want to play in it. She want to rub it. She want that thing to feel good. She want that thing to feel good. The science of sexy. We talking about physical, y'all. We talking about physical, and we went a little bit into beyond physical. We talked about behavior. We talked about that. All right. Now we're gonna switch sides, ladies. I'm coming to y'all. I'm coming to y'all. The science of sexy says for women, attractiveness to women at the top of the list, sis. At the top of our list, behavior. 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 If a man is standing off and he's watching a group of women, he's watching a group of ladies, I guarantee you, he is going to hone in on the one who's not being loud, who's not being boisterous, who's not being just extra. He gonna hone in on that sister that's kind of, I'm in the room, but you don't have to know I'm in the room. But I'm in the room. Now, there's nothing wrong with big personalities. I'm not saying that. There's nothing wrong with big personalities. Because I can be loud sometimes. When I'm laughing, joking, playing, especially when I walk in the daycare, I'm like, bam, Miss Donna here. So, but different environment, different thing. Loud, boisterous, flashy, just it's me. Look, it, sis, not an attribute. That's what the brothers are saying. Don't shoot the messenger. That's what the brothers are saying. A woman's behavior. A woman's behavior is on the top of the list. This one kind of surprised me. I wasn't. It just kind of surprised me. It makes sense. It works, but it kind of surprised me. Since of humor. Sense of humor. Men also like a sense of humor in a woman. They also like a sense of humor in a woman. A sense of humor. Be funny. Make him laugh. Don't just, sit back and be entertained. Make that brother laugh as well. Make that brother laugh as well. As well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a message, y'all, that I'm a little choppy, but we're gonna keep going, and hopefully, it's not gonna interfere so much that y'all aren't gonna be able to hear me or participate in what's going on. Um, Made some changes on the internet too, so I don't know if that thing is if it's affecting what's going on now, but here we go. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. YouTube, if you're on YouTube, type in the chat and say, hey, J Class Band. I'm Jerome. I'm assuming that's Jerome, right? Jerome is in YouTube. Claudette is in YouTube. Anybody else? If you having a time with Facebook and it's choppy, go to the Real Life Relationship Growth YouTube channel and join the chat there. Because I don't want y'all to not be a part because things are not the internet is kind of chopping up and Facebook is freezing. Message I'm getting. All right, let's get back to it. Women, a sense of humor. Men like for us to be funny. They like for us to be funny too. They want to feel like you can be lighthearted and you can be playful a little bit. The science of sexy. A head tilt. A head tilt. I saw this several different places. Several different places I saw a head tilt. And I was like, head tilt? But the head tilt, what's up, Mark? The head tilt, y'all, it's saying the direction of the head tilt downward. That I can see how that can work. I can see how that can work. As opposed to because those said two different things. Those said two different things. Um, but let me tell y'all why they said the head tilt downward. The head tilt downward just said more feminine. It gives off a feminine. So if you notice a guy's checking you out or whatever, or your man is checking you out and looking at you, like things that make the science of sexy, things that make us sexy ladies to them, is when we take that head and we just downward, that downward head tilt. I like that. I like that. That downward head tilt. A sense of adventure. The science of sexy says men want women that have a sense of adventure. Now I don't know what that adventure looks like. That's different for everybody. I personally, I'm athletic. I like outdoors. I like riding bikes. I like playing football. I like doing all this little tomboy stuff. I've gone skydiving before, like all of the adventurous things. But adventure to brother may look like something different. How adventurous is he talking about? But are you willing to be adventurous? Are you adventurous? It's really much better if if you already have an attribute and you don't have to kind of pull it out you. But it's also great that if you're not, if you're willing to let your hair down or put it up in a bun, ponytail or whatever, and get out there with him and do those adventurous things. Even if it's learning how to change the oil or or how to cut the grass. Now, I'm not saying as women we can't do those things. We haven't learned those things because fathers have taught their daughters. And some women have learned it because they had to on their own. Or some women know it because that's their trade. But adventurous, being willing to be adventurous, being adventurous. The science of sexy says a woman and this is across the board, men and women, kindness. Kindness, being kind to the brothers. Being kind. Hey, Jackson. Hey, Crystal. Being kind to the brothers. Facebook, if you're a little choppy, please go over to YouTube. Real Life Relationship Growth on YouTube. I was told that Facebook is freezing up in different places. So I put it across there so y'all could go to YouTube if necessary, if it makes it easier and y'all can see things better for those who just joined. But being kind, that's across the board. The science of sexy. The science of sexy. Being kind one to another. We learned that from when we were little. Ah, ladies, I think this is a big one because I hear all the time, when I say all the time, men say that sometimes they hesitate approaching us because we don't appear friendly. Like they're not sure. Hey, Andrea, they're not sure how we're going to respond to them. Being friendly. Let me break something down to y'all. Just because you're being friendly to a man does not mean, and this is for the brothers, hear me, ladies, type in the chat if you agree. Just because you're being friendly to a guy does not mean that you're giving him signals to feel like, oh, she got open arms. It doesn't mean that. So you can be friendly and not be concerned with, oh man, if I'm friendly to this guy, he gonna go left with it. So brothers, please understand. Hey, Crystal, please understand. Read the room. Read the doggone room. Just because she's being friendly does not mean she wants you. Does not mean she's opening the door and okaying for you to approach in that way. Read the room. Read the room. But ladies, the science of sexy says friendliness is an attribute. Being friendly is an attribute. I don't know what's going on with the signal. And being friendly is an attribute. Again, go to YouTube, guys. You can go to YouTube. Being friendly is an attribute. This is something I learned different today. This is something. It's called the halo effect. It's called the halo effect. And the halo effect is defined as your personality being pleasant makes you more attractive. And attractive and attractive and a trait of it being attractive, excuse me. The science of sexy says, hey Corey, the science of sexy says being pleasant can make you more attractive. Now, y'all, my mom always said this term, every baboon think their baboon is cute. She used to say that. Every baboon think their baboon is cute. So who may be attractive to you may not be attracted to you. And that is totally fine because guess what? They're not for you. They're not for you. But in the lines of attractiveness, your personality takes you a long, long way. Your personality takes you a long, long way. Both ways. Both ways. But based on this, that was more on the women's side. That was more on the women's side. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, this is one we already know. Ladies, we already know. We already know. The walk. That walk. That walk. Girl, when you can walk in a room and not open your mouth, and you got this little, and you stop and you stand, and you know how to slightly sit back in it, you will, sis. command the room. Command the room. Christine said, Miss Harding said, it really does in the workplace and relationships or socially. She's talking about being pleasant, making you more attractive. Excuse me, it does. But the science of sexy says, sister girl, when you walk and you sway and you moving and them hips and now this don't mean overdo it. It doesn't mean you gotta just remember it's that subtle just gracefulness. And that brother's like, and you hadn't said a word. The science of sexy says that walk, that walk will grab a man's attention. Will grab a man's attention. Now this goes along saunter and make sure saunter and sachet. That's right. That's right. So ladies, let me give y'all a little tip. Fellas, don't listen right now. Talking to the ladies. Don't listen right now. Okay? It's for the girls. Sis, when you walk by that brother, especially if he your man, especially if he your man, when you walk by that brother, I think it's almost automatic that we give a little bit more in that walk, that saunter and sachet, like Crystal said, a little bit. And I don't even think we have to think about it. But if you're not doing that, when you walk past your man, or when you walk past a brother that has caught your attention in your eye, give just a the science of sexy. It's an attraction thing. It's an attraction thing. I ain't talking about throwing them hips like you about to break something. That little, because let me tell you another thing that says that men like. Men prefer the natural woman. We spend so much money on makeup and this and that and this and that. And trust and believe, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with dolling yourself up, because if you feel sexy, you feel confident. I'm talking about the science of sexy. What the brothers are saying, the men are saying, is sexy to them. The natural sister, the natural woman, that natural. You, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I have caught more brothers in sweatpants than when I've dressed up. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, it's no secret at this point that I am in a committed relationship. There's no secret to that. Before my baby, listen, let me not before my baby, but what I'm saying is the brothers are going to look regardless. Well, there used to be this saying, I heard this girl say one time, sis, you can have on a paper sack, and that brother gonna find something about that paper sack that's attractive to him. Again, I'm not saying don't doll yourself up and make yourself feel good, get your hair done and all of that stuff. Do that stuff. Because self-esteem and self-confidence is something they look for too. It's something they look for too. Decisiveness. Be concrete on that one. Intelligence. Intelligence. I can't even read my own hand right now, y'all. This one says. That's crazy. I don't even know what that says. Intelligence. Intelligence. That's across the board. That's on the same one. Intelligence. We all like to talk with someone, have conversations, especially that initial. conversation with somebody, they want to know that you have an intelligence. They want to you got to be able to carry a conversation. No more, fellas, than just about football, basketball. Ladies, y'all too, because I love the game of football. I love the game of football. And to be honest, that's a conversation. That's a conversation. So if you know nothing about the game, I'm saying just don't let that be all you know. Some intelligence. Be able to hold an intelligent conversation. Have an intelligent conversation, an intelligent exchange. The chemistry, the chemistry between two can be very subtle and it can be very, very broad. You got to know how to read the room. You got to know how to read the room. So let me go back to the men because I said I wanted to talk about why I think these certain features um, are important for men. And listen, y'all come in all shapes, sizes, heights, colors, tones, whatever. Every woman likes something different. Speaking on the men, every woman likes something different. But let me tell you, there's certain things about you. The science of sexy says, I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, how wide you are, how thin you are, whatever. The science of sexy says how you care for yourself, how you care for your body, grooming yourself, how you smell, how you present yourself. Don't get comfortable and not and feeling like you don't have to dress up for your lady. And feeling like when she comes home or you come home, it's not just a presence for men. It's not just a when he come home or when he comes by, you need to have yourself together, sis. I'm coming to y'all in a second. I'm coming to y'all in a second. Especially those who have been in relationships for a very long time. Because trust and believe. Now, I'm not saying your man or your woman is going to go out there in the street and deal with something else, or they work wife or they work husband. I'm praying those type of situations don't happen. But reality is they do. Let me tell y'all something. Years ago, when I was married to my children's father, we used to go to the marriage ministry group at our church, right? And the leaders, husband and wife, the Baileys, were the leaders of the marriage ministry, And I love them. They were so great. I love them, right? And one day, Sister Bailey was saying that her husband came home and he was like, babe, my coworker had this perfume on today. And she was smelling she was smelling so nice. I love that scent. I'm not sure what it was because I really didn't want to ask her being a man. Um I didn't want to ask her, but she smelled really good. Now she could have went one or two ways with that. Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all. There was a point in time and a place where I was and still may be working from it where the response would have been like, she could have been like, what you mean? Another woman's perfume. What you mean you smelled another one and she was smelling good? What you mean? The head tilt, that's the other way. And that she could have her walk is an attractive attribute. Mr. Jerome. She could have responded to her husband in an ugly way, in a jealous way, in an insecure way. Let me tell y'all what my hero did. Because when I say she was my hero, loved this woman. Loved her outlook, loved her and her husband's relationship. Um, she said because he had been working there for so long and they knew who she was, she went up to his job appropriately. She went to his job and she asked the young lady what type of perfume that was that she had, that she wears. What type? Y'all, when I say I'll standing ovation, standing ovation, I said novation, standing ovation for this woman because her focus and goal was something attracted my man. And it wasn't on me or it wasn't me. Something attracted my man. So what she chose to do with her confident self, she chose to find out what that perfume was. She said, I went out and I bought it. And she said, when he came home, I had it on. Now, different perfumes give different body scents, but pretty much the core of what it smells like is what it smells like. She said she went ahead on, she sprayed it on her body. She sprayed it on the bed. She, y'all. So my point that I'm getting to, your significant other, your person, your boo, your baby, ain't blind. She ain't blind. He ain't blind. When you lose that focus on making sure you keeping their attention, there's other people walking around that catches their eye. Again, I'm not saying that they're going to act on it, but some people do act on it. That's a whole nother topic. But what I'm saying is do your due diligence to make sure your man and your woman continues to find you attractive. The science of sexy. There are some foundational things that are just what they are. The science of sexy. The science of sexy. So, brothers, groom yourself. Cut that beard, shave that face, cut that hair, shine that bald head up, whatever it is that you have. Hit the gym, take a walk, whatever it is that attracted her, be sure that you make a valid effort. Now, some people are predestined to weight gain and family dynamics and things like that. And hey, I'm not saying weight is a bad thing, but know your person, know what attracts them, know what they like, know what's sexy to them, and make an effort to make sure that happens. Make an effort. What you not gonna find me doing is walking around and mismatch and any old thing. Because just because it's quiet time, downtime, relaxation time, or whatever, don't mean I gotta look any old kind of way. We don't have to glam up all the time, ladies and brothers. If you miss a haircut, your barber, you didn't get to them or whatever, brush that stuff. Do something. Comb that something. Because a part of what got y'all where y'all are or where you're trying to go is that physical attraction. That thing that said, hmm. I can't keep that thing going. That physical confidence, that chemistry that brings us together, that brings us close to one another. So again, single folks, single people. I got a video for y'all at the end. But single people, these attributes, the science of sexy is telling us about, these attributes, y'all, are something that you should present and and have already because it's what attracted that person. I'm a huge proponent on of the way you got me is the way you have to keep me. Don't think you can get complacent. And same thing for me. The way I got him, I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that up because that's what he likes. If my baby likes my hair a certain way, I'm more than likely going to do my hair more often in that way. Because what I do love is knowing that my science of sexy works. When I walk by him, when I say something to him, especially when I come out of pocket and I turn around and I find a way to apologize, that is kindness. How we speak to each other is attractive or not. How we care for each other is attractive or not. We're talking about growing healthy relationships. We're talking about getting past the self-servingness of us and thinking about and considering that other person because they are attracted to us. The science of attractiveness, the science of sexy. Yep, that's why I need you to go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, guys, please. You having problems, please go to YouTube. The science of sexy. It's not you guys. It's on my end. It's on my end. I don't know why it keeps chopping up like it is, but if y'all could go to YouTube, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Um, I want to show y'all this last video. I want to show y'all this last video. Discard. I want to show y'all this last video. Now this is for the single people and for the single people only. Because I'm not advocating for your foolishness. I'm not advocating for your foolishness. But most definitely, please take out of this what's for you. Take out of this what's for you. If you're together, if you're in a relationship, if you have somebody you loving on and they loving on you, the science of sexy. All these things we talked about, and I'm sure there are more. How you get them is how you should make an effort to keep them. How you get them is how you should make an effort to keep them. Science of sexy. So I'm gonna show this video. This last one. And I'm gonna expound on it once I play it, y'all. Here we go.
She right there. We don't need to help you. She right there. She right in front of you. Just walk up to her. You already found her.
Yeah. So, did y'all get the point with that one? The point with that one was and is if you see somebody, single folks, if you see somebody that you're attracted to, man or woman, now I get sometimes you have to read the room because some men don't feel like women should approach them. They feel like that's their job. Some women feel like I'm not approaching no man. If he see me and he like me, he need to approach me. I say whatever. But you have to be able to read the room. So what the video was saying was, remember I said those TikToks, people see people they're attracted to, they record them, they put that song to the background, and they say, TikTok, help me find this person. Bruh made a perfect statement. He was on point. He said, she right there. She right there. We don't have to help you. We don't need to help you. She right there. She is right there. Read the room. Brothers, your confidence, your humor, got yourself together, whether you just got off work or you stepping out, socializing or whatever, that confidence, that humor, that kindness, those that you can just ooze confidence. Brothers can just ooze confidence. Don't miss out on what may be the greatest relationship ever for you because you're sitting back like old boy and all these videos and they saw the person and they did not approach them. They did not approach them. I totally understand that it's not always easy. It's not, her walk is like the Pied Piper. It will put us in a trance. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Jerome talking about that walk. Don't miss your opportunity and your chance to possibly have the be the greatest relationship that you can be a part of by standing back and sitting back and waiting. A closed mouth don't get fed. A closed mouth does not get fed. Read the room. Now, if you misread the room, ladies or gents, and they're with somebody, respect that. Because just because you're in a relationship don't mean somebody ain't fine. They don't look good. You ain't walk by and that brother, oh my goodness, what is he wearing? Smells good, or looks good, or she fine, or dang, look at that. Listen, nobody's blind. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean all of those things that attracted you stopped. Acting on it would be the problem. But if you are single and you see somebody and you want to approach them, read the room and respectfully with kindness. Ladies, be friendly. Or if you are approached, be friendly, but be direct in what is or is not. The science of sexy. Approach that person. Take that opportunity. Ask them, what's your name? Or hey, if they say again that they're not single, respectfully walk away. My sister cracks me up, y'all, because she's been married 20 some years. But if she see a man, if she see a brother and he look good, she will let him know that he looks good. Listen, you are so handsome. And it's all in the way she does it. It's all in the way she does it. So reading the room. Read the room. She'll be like, you are so handsome. I just want to let you know you are so handsome. And 9 times out of 10, they blush. I have not seen one that did not blush and wasn't offended, or a woman that came up behind her and be like, what you did, what you said to my man, or whatever. I don't think she's ever experienced that. I've never seen that happen. There's nothing wrong with being attracted. There being an attractiveness that you see and you admire. Committed relationships, married folks, you speak that stuff into your baby, into your boo, into your man, into your woman. Let him know how fine he is. Let him know stable mindedness is a turn on. Ooh. I think y'all comments are coming in maybe a little bit late because of the choppiness. But I appreciate the comments. Jerome said stable mindedness is a turn on. Let's dig into that a little bit, y'all. I was getting ready to get off, but Jerome, you done started something. Hey, Stephanie Lewis, you done started something. Facebook again. If it's choppy, please go to YouTube. Real Life Relationship Growth on YouTube. I think things are more stable there. I don't know what Facebook's deal is because that's where I'm getting the complaints from. I would think the internet is internet, but that's where the complaints seem to be coming from. Jerome says stable mindedness is a turn on. Both ways. I'm sure that wasn't just a female dominated comment. It wasn't just a female dominated. Hey, Jasper. Hey, baby. It wasn't just a female dominated comment. Being stable minded. Y'all, we have been through some things in life. I say that in my intro. It is your responsibility to handle your mental health. It is no one else's responsibility to handle. Now, handling your mental health and being supportive of your mental health are two different things. But take the time, single people, before you go into a relationship. Please, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Before you go into a relationship, make sure that you are solid. Get some counseling. Ding, 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 ding. I was ringing the bell when I say that. Get some counseling. Talk out those traumas and those things that happen to you that keep you flustered and frustrated and agitated and mean and unapproachable. All those things. Get that stuff worked out. Go sit on somebody, go lay on somebody's couch and get that worked out. Because like Jerome said, stable-mindedness is a turn on. It is a turn on. It's a turn on. All right, y'all. I enjoyed as always. I understand that it was a little choppy and some of y'all been back and forth in and out. I'm gonna go to YouTube and see how that looked, how that came out. But please, please, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Real Life Relationship Growth on YouTube. Put it up here for y'all. Real Life Relationship Growth on YouTube. And we are on Facebook at the Real Life Relationship Growth Renewed channel. That's us on Facebook. We are live. I'm live. And listen, if you want to sit on the couch with me, if you want to be on screen with me, if you want to be next to, when I say next to y'all, I mean like right here in my house. I mean, I send y'all a link and y'all could join me on camera and we could chop it up with the family. But if you have a topic that you want to be a part of, inbox me. Let me know. I love having guests on. I love having y'all on with me and we can talk about different things and work out things. If you want to post to the page, please do. There's an anonymous button. You can post anonymously to the Real Life Relationship Real Life Relationship Growth Renewed page. You can post anonymously. So if you have something you want to talk about, you can inbox me. You can post it. I will not put you on blast because we're all dealing in this life trying to be healthy for ourselves and for the ones that we love. So y'all, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Let's keep this thing going because all we have in this life is each other. Love y'all. Have a wonderful night.